Premiership Power Rankings for round number 6. Bit of a mixed round, I guess. Some of the bottom teams kind of got blown away. But I've got one particularly good performer in the bottom row as well. We'll go through them. It's actually remarkably similar to the actual log this week. But anyway, we'll go through and you guys can let me know what you reckon. Interestingly, Worcester have dropped. Now, that doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense, seeing as they have a win, whereas these guys who are in 12th do not. Both sides have kind of suffered pretty big losses, or I guess the Worcester one is around more recent. And if you're looking at the more recent results, Bath's bye is probably the only reason why they're above Worcester right now. Like Worcester's win in round 1 is looking like a long time ago, so we're giving kind of that minimal value, or at least a lot less value at this point. And Bath's bye somehow makes their more recent record look not too bad. I mean, to be fair, in their recent game, Bath's scoreline probably didn't reflect their performance level, so maybe that's a touch of a positive. But either way, both sides are not tracking well. Worcester are 1 win and 5 losses. And Bath are none from 5 because they've had the bye. So either way, not exactly happy days. Bristol were on the bye. There's nothing really doing for them. They're the same as last week. So maybe it's a good chance for them to kind of, I don't know, get back into the swing of things after a pretty disappointing start to the season. Wasps, they played a weakened team against Saracens and got smashed. They're down. Their record's down in the negative. They're down 1 spot. It kind of started slightly brightly, and then it's gone a little bit to custard for Wasps as well. But injury lists are never going to be helpful. But these guys are the one positive of all the teams in the bottom row. London Irish, who've not been playing bad but haven't been getting good results, have finally got a fantastic result with that away win at Exeter. So congratulations to them. Like finally, you put in the work and you actually get the result. So yeah, absolutely well done. The next row, we see Sale are in 8th. They're a bit of a mixed bag thus far this season. Like their loss to Leicester was maybe a chance to make a statement if they could go in and get a win there, knock off the only undefeated team, but it didn't happen. It wasn't a disgraceful result by any means. It was a bit of an arm wrestle, but they lost it. They couldn't get a losing bonus point, so it's just another disappointing loss to add to their record, which hasn't been phenomenal thus far this season. Newcastle, likewise, with their away trip to Gloucester, they had a chance to maybe make a bit of a statement to prove that they're a better team than their record shows, but also failed to get it done. So they're down 1 spot. Their record is now 3-3, so mid-table, and that's where they are sitting. Interestingly, Exeter's record is the same as Newcastle's at 3-3. They were firing high in the power rankings on a really hot streak. They had 3 wins on the bounce, but that streak is now broken with their home loss to London Irish. So really disappointing one. And we're 6 games in. There's still heaps of time in the season, but it's just a little bit troubling, I would say. But we'll see how they go. And Gloucester, after having a bit of a slow start to the season, are actually starting to look pretty decent. Positive record for them. Solid win over Newcastle. Didn't blow them off the park, but Newcastle have proved a handful for a few teams this season. So certainly getting the win over them at home is one that you can cash in on. It wasn't a foregone conclusion by any means. Northampton, they put Worcester to the sword. They are looking steady. They are up 1 spot. How much credit do you give them for a home win like that? Well, you got to give them a bit because of the manner of it, but Worcester aren't in a good place right now. Quins, their win over Bath. Likewise, it looks pretty good if you look at the final score, but they were made to work for it seemingly a wee bit. But Bath are winless, so it's another case of how much credit do you give them. They're still up 1 spot, so they are 4-1 as well. Saracens are looking absolutely dangerous. Also 4-1. Massive win over a weakened Wasps lineup, but just like Northampton, they put them to the sword, man. They're looking pretty ruthless. So They're going to be there or thereabouts. But still, there's no touching the Tigers at the moment because they are 6-0. Another win. Their win over Sale was just another win, man. 6 in a row. 6 in a row. That's an emphatic way to start the season. So happy days for Tigers fans, I am sure. But yeah, you guys will have to let me know your thoughts. Like I said, it kind of is getting similar to the table at the moment, but I'm picking as the season goes on, it'll show a bit of divergence, maybe. Like teams like Worcester, whose only win is such a long time ago, they're starting to kind of feel that burn of not being given a lot of credit for that. Exeter, for a while, were starting to look good because they had 2 opening losses and then were on a bit of a momentum streak. But like I said, it has been kind of busted. So, yeah, that's the rankings for this week. You guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.